Grace and peace, everybody. We are back. You didn't see a thumbnail, you didn't see a title, and that's because I didn't plan this live stream. I have been working on a clip of Dr. Umar Johnson talking about trying to reimagine that date with the doctor fiasco from several months ago. And I was watching it and I said, this is so bad. I've never seen this man contradict himself this many times in such a short measure of time. Now, I've seen him contradict himself, and, that's kind of par for the course, because a lot of the time he just says things right off the top of the dome. There's not really well thought out. They're not, ideas that have been written out on paper or anything of that nature. He's just kind of shooting from the hip. And I totally believe that that's what happened with that date with the doctor and then the subsequent reimagining of the date with the doctor, where he tried to clean it up, if you will. It was a mess. So I was clipping it out and I was listening on my way back from church today. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna even worry about finish clipping it. Cause I was trying to clean it up a little bit, get some of the triple speak out of there and all that kind of stuff like that. I said, never mind. I'm just gonna bring this in and we're gonna talk about it, because I think it's really that bad. So thank you so much for jumping in with us today. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And it's a great day here in Georgia. The weather has been fantastic today. No complaints, zero complaints about the weather whatsoever. And President Firstborn called me today. She's having a great day. Of course, she got to church. Of course, my wife and my other daughter made it. My mom was there. It was good to see them in our church community. It was cool. So what I want to do is, okay, I'm going to jump into this Umar foolishness and the whole fiasco, AKA the $500 date. And then he dropped the video trying to explain the $500 date. And I really think he stepped in it even worse than before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the original, the $500 date. And let's see what kind of trouble we can cause today. Let's go. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear. All right, what we got? Let's go.
Got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate, my ninja. Because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard. You
she belongs to the streets.
Ninja, you ain't Pan-Africanist number one. Nobody flying you to every.
I just wanted to come on here right now.
All right, I had to. It was just silliness. I'm sorry. That was just ridiculous. But let me ask you a question. In that lunch date with the doctor, what is the overall vibe? I think we all get that there's some level of romanticism, if you will. There's some kind of chemistry he's trying to get together. It's embarrassing because I know what the next video is. And I'm like, this dude is trying his best to get out of this mess that he created with his mouth. Like, again, he just be talking too much, y'all. Umar just be creating his own problems.
Sensation.
And I don't understand why. Like, dude, just stop talking. Just stop talking. So anyway, he's going to try to walk back this date with the doctor, whatever. Because notice in this video, the date with the doctor was a lunch. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I'm just going to let it play. I'm going to try not to interrupt a whole lot, but I'm just going to let it play and just you hear from his own pie hole, what is he talking about? And I'll leave the link to the full video because I do clip out some of the triple speak and some of the profanity because he just be doing the most. He's teamed the most for sure. But let's bring it in. Let me know what y'all think about it. Comment down below. Let's go.
Clarify the date with the doctor reality show.
Oh, now it's a reality show. I'm sorry. Now it's a reality show. It was a luncheon. Now it's a reality show. How does that even work? You went from a luncheon to reality show. Okay. Okay. And watch, it's going to change 3 more times in this video. So literally in the time that we're going to be on here together, it's going to change 3 more times.
African queens to listen up. I want all my African kings to listen up. I want to clarify the date with the doctor reality show that's going to be kicking off really, really soon. The date with the doctor reality show is really a conversation platform. It is a conversation platform where Black women and I will exchange views and opinions on various issues affecting the world, the African race, and Black women in particular. It will be a platform where Black women can expose their brand, their business, and influence the culture of Black women and influence the culture for Black women. This is going to be an uplifting reality show. There will be no nonsense. It's going to be clean and it's going to be classy. I'm calling it a date with the doctor because that is going to be the ambiance. That's going to be the context. That's going to be the background. It's not a real date. Let me say this again. I am not looking for a wife. And this reality show is not a hunt for a spouse. That is just the platform because I want sisters to have a clean and sexy and sexy and sexy.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn
situation that they're going to be coming into. Do my Black queens understand?
I got to just stop for a second. Why does it need to be sexy if you're just going to be talking about business? And it's going to get much more convoluted in a second. It's going to get so much more like, wait, you say you're not hunting for a date, but listen to some of the stuff he's going to say about the participants in his, what did he say, reality show? Watch this.
Understand me. Do my Black queens understand me? Now, most of the date with the doctor conversation dinners will be held in the Philadelphia, Delaware, New.
Notice it's now a dinner. Remember a moment ago, it was a lunch. Then it became a reality show and now it's a dinner. And it's still going to be 2 more. It's going to change twice, 2 more times. This dude is crazy, man.
Jersey area. Once in a while, I will take the date with the doctor on the road. We will do a few in California, but it won't be often. We will do a few down in Texas, but it won't be often. We will do a few in Omaha, Milwaukee, Detroit, Chicago, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in St. Louis. We'll do a few in Kansas City. We'll do a few in Louisville, in Memphis, in Nashville, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Ghana, in South Africa, in Kenya, but it won't be often. We'll do a few in Jamaica, in Bahamas, in Bermuda, but it won't be often.
That's suspicious.
We'll do a few in Canada, in Nova Scotia, in Montreal. We'll do a few in Sydney and Melbourne, Australia. We'll do a few of them in London, in Luton, in Wolverhampton, in Liverpool, in Birmingham, in Manchester, in Paris, but it won't be often. We will take the show on the road, but not often.
And I'm going to do a montage of, I'm going to call it off the cuff with Dr. Umar, because I admit I've watched several of his live streams because you watch it for content. And he does this all the time. He will come up with this idea and you can kind of see it. Like it clicks in his mind and he just goes off and he'll just go. There's a clip, and I have to find it, where he's going on about different nationalities will have their own special email to email him. And he goes on, I promise you, for a whole minute. You know, if you're in Latin America, it's going to be Latin American Africans at Gmail. And if you are on West 53rd Street, it's West 53rd Africans at Gmail. It is the craziest diatribe, but he does this all the time. He'll get on this kick. It's almost like his brain just gets locked in, and he'll go on for a minute, maybe 2 minutes, describing different colors of black queens. Remember that the deep honey chocolate dipped in caramel, rolled around in cashews. I mean, that's the kind of stuff he does. It is such an interesting watch. When you step back, you're like, what is wrong with this man? He does it all the time. He gets in this little, it's like he almost like a glitch. He just gets stuck in it and he'll just go on and on and on and on, because I cut out quite a bit of him calling out, because he opens up his live stream by calling out all the different nationalities. I'm sorry, African nationalities around the world. He literally says the galaxy at one point. It's that bad. Like he's literally calling out the Africans on the west side of the street, the Africans on the east side of the street, the Africans over there on the corner, the Africans up there on the mountain. It is all over the place. So you can tell like he's like glitching out. He's tripping. This guy is a piece of work. And remember, I just want to put this out there again. At least you're not somebody that donated to that's still donating to this man. That's all I want you to, if it don't matter how bad your life is. Your dog might ran away. Your wife might be mad. Your husband might have left you. The cat could not want to talk to you. But at least you didn't donate to Dr. Umar Johnson, or not still donating to Umar Johnson. Your life is not that bad. Your life is recoverable.
If you are a sister who is a chef for the Date with the Doctor, we're going to expose the brand and business of our Black chefs. If you can cook.
This dude is so delusional right here. Wait till you hear him say how much advertising on his reality show is worth. Wait till you hear how much market value advertising on his reality show is going to be worth. You're not prepared. Matter of fact, put it in the chat. Shout out to Miss Boogie Down. She said, new here, love the channel. So a new way to beg for money. Oh, my sister. Oh, my sister. This brother got e-begging down. He gonna do courses on e-begology. How to beg in the multiverse. How to beg in crypto. This dude right here is the e-begging world champion of e-beggery. Please know that. Please know this. All right, I want y'all in the chat. Just put, how much do you think he is going to say that marketing or cooking for his Date with the Doctor dinner, lunch, podcast is worth? Just put it in the chat. I want to see what y'all thinking. Because this right here, I'm like, you got to be kidding me, my guy. You have got to be kidding me. Shout out. What's going on, boss lady? I see you right there. Umar was high when he was talking all this mess in front of them bandos. I'd bet money on it. Oh, I don't doubt it. I've watched some, and I'm starting to get, yeah, maybe you were on something. Maybe something was going on. Maybe he was using, liquid courage. Maybe he was drinking. But definitely, unequivocally, I can totally get that. But let me bring this in. Y'all in the chat, tell me how much you think he believes the market value is for his show.
And if you can cook well, I need you to text me your name, what types of meals you prepare. Keep it simple, because with the Date with the Doctor, we're going to expose the business of the chef. We're going to expose how you can contact the chef, and we're going to expose the sister's business and brand that I will be having the dinner conversation with. This is going to be powerful. I want to support black women on a whole new level. But let me say this, black queens. But I want all black queens around the galaxy to know right now.
He did say galaxy. You did hear him correct. Around the galaxy. So now I guess African queens could be on Mars and Venus and Pluto. This dude, he cannot be taken seriously. I'm sorry. There at this point, nobody can take Umar seriously. But, oh yeah, God's Fancy Girl said he thinks his market value is worth $100,000. Go ahead and put it in there in the chat, y'all. He's going to tell us in a second. But y'all tell me, how much do you think Umar thinks business that he helps generate? I've never heard this level of delusion. It actually is kind of impressive. To be this level of deluded and not be high is pretty impressive. It's wild. Shout out to God's Fancy Girl. What did she say here? Umar thinks every woman wants him. Lisa, don't you know? All of them do. All of them do. They do. Apparently, that's what it is. That's the reality, or what he has told himself. What's Charles say over here? Charles says this. Brought to you live from room 227. The Lester Jenkins Suite. I'm with you, man, friend. Umar should just do content. You know what? I hate to say it. I've said this before. Umar Johnson would be a fantastic stand-up comedian. He needs to be classically trained in it, but I think this whole school thing, let that go. The whole Pan-African thing, maybe that could be part of your shtick, but really get rid of the school thing and just be a stand-up comedian. I think he would. He's floated this kind of idea. Oh yeah, this is actually from right after the dinner date with the doctor, which was like right before Easter. So this is actually, you probably have seen this, Black Anonymous. I think I've seen it on your channel as well. Support black women. Wait. Support black women. How about supporting your daughters? Wait till you hear the age range of the women that could come to the date with the doctor. You're not ready for it. Millions, because he really is full of himself. There you go, boogie down. You on the right path. The Martian Africans, you beat me to it. I was going to say that. All right, let me get this done because y'all deserve to hear this. Watch this.
From Toronto. I want you to know right now from Toronto. And if you have a restaurant that you want to be the location for a filming of Date with the Doctor, if you have a beautiful black restaurant where you can turn the lights down, where you can give us a nice candlelight, where my video crew can really capture the essence of the conversation, we want to expose your black restaurant. If you have a restaurant, say, Dr. Umar, I want you to come and do your Date with the Doctor in my restaurant. Let me know where the beautiful black restaurants are. I need to hear from the owner. I'm not looking, you find me. I'm the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I will not be looking for you. If you want the Date with the Doctor to be in your restaurant, you need to reach out to me. Otherwise, you will be a traveling chef. You will come to Dr. Umar, prepare your meal in the very place where we will be doing the Date with the Doctor, whether that's an Airbnb, whether that's a hotel.
Hold on, y'all, real quick. Everybody write Charles in the chat. Just write Charles in the chat. Charles, you must go to 0-second timeout. I'm putting your name in it. You are in the 0-second timeout book, my brother. Y'all put Charles in the chat. Charles, you are in 0-second timeout, my brother. You are out. Boy, I can't stand y'all. Oh, I can't stand y'all. I cannot. Oh, you can't unsee it though, right? See, now that I saw it, I just can't unsee it. I just cannot unsee. I don't think that's real. It's got to be real. And Charles is in 0-second timeout. Stop it.
Whether that's a home that we rent, we will work that out. But let me get to the details.
Please.
If you need to reach me by text or WhatsApp, +1 215-989-9858. If you need to reach me by text message, direct or WhatsApp, +1 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Black women, you cannot be a candidate on my show unless you are an entrepreneur of some kind. I don't care if you sell cookies. I don't care if you sell candles.
Awkward.
I don't care if you sell perfumes. I don't care if you do massages, if you have a restaurant. I don't care if you do mail order. You must be an entrepreneur.
Okay, real quick. Why do you think Umar Johnson wants the women on the date with the doctor? Mind you, it's not supposed to be romantic. But why do you think he wants the women on the date with the doctor to be entrepreneurs? Put it in the chat. Why do you think he wants them to be entrepreneurs? Why? I just want to hear, I want to hear what your thoughts are. To scam them? And I said this last night. Umar Johnson doesn't do things with men. He doesn't say, hey, guys, we're going to do a, get together and watch the Eagles game or something like that. He doesn't do things with men. It's always black women. And again, I'm not besmirching black women or single moms or single black moms or anything of that nature. I'm just saying he knows his mark. He knows who he's going after. He knows who his target audience is, and he's not moving off of that target. If his target audience was midlife crisis white men, then he would be addressing them. If his target audience was black boys, he'd be addressing them. But it's not. Why is he always talking about black women? And it seems like almost without fail is black women that have children. I just wonder why. To take they bread. Oh, I had that song. I was going to play the bread in my pocket song. I was going to play that. We might have to do a commercial break for Umar. You know what? I think we are. I think we're going to do a commercial break. I don't have it ready. Doggone it. I'm going to do it while we're doing this. We're going to do a commercial break for Umar so we can help him take up some donations or something. But yeah, I really think there's a reason why he always addresses, always reaches out to, always points out to. Right. And wait in a second, Nikki, wait. He's going to say some stuff that is super troubling. It is super troubling. Like, wait, hold on. What? Like, nobody married, nobody dating. Umar, get you beside yourself, my dude. All right, let him go.
Because I want black women to become entrepreneurs so we can target this homelessness, reduce this prostitution, and all of these other unhealthy careers black women are getting involved in because they don't have enough income. So you must be an entrepreneur. You must be an entrepreneur. You must be all natural from head to toe. Black women, are you listening?
Why does that matter, though?
You must be all natural from head to toe. Your hair must be natural. Your eyelashes must be natural. Your eye color must be natural.
Why?
Do you hear me, black women? No weaves, no perms, no processed hair. No weaves, no perms, no processed hair. No fake breasts, no fake ass, no fake flat stomachs. No fake breasts, no fake ass, no fake flat stomachs. I want an all-natural, organic sister. You will not have a dinner conversation with me.
So now it went from a lunch date to a dinner conversation to a podcast to a reality show, and now we're back to conversation. This dude is flying right off the top of his head. There's no plan for this whatsoever. There is zero plan. He's just going off the cuff. And you know what? I think is right. I think let's take a station break. We're gonna do a little commercial break. Help y'all hit the Cash App, all that kind of stuff like that. Let's take a commercial break, Jason. Okay.
I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to do this, but I just need somebody to just walk. You ain't gotta. I don't know where you walking to, but I just need you to walk with a new mindset. I got bread in my pocket. I got bread in my pocket. I don't know who this is for, but I got bread in my pocket. 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 Bread in my pocket. I got bread in my pocket. I got bread in my pocket. Bread in my pocket. I got 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 bread in my pocket. Bread in my pocket. I got 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 bread in my pocket. I You're not gonna wait for the other shoe to drop. There's always gonna be bread in the storehouse because he trusts you to multiply.
All right, I just had to take a little commercial break. Make sure that we hit the Cash App, get yourself something to drink, all that kind of good jazz like that. I got my Duke Dad cup today. Drinking a little bit of beverage right there. All right, let's keep this going. Let's go.
If you are not all natural. Makeup, I'm not too big on makeup. I will tolerate a little bit of natural makeup as long as it doesn't look like a fake up, okay? I will tolerate a little bit of natural African makeup if it doesn't look like a fake up. But don't come to me with your whole face splattered with makeup. That's not attractive to me. Halloween is October.
Remember, this is supposed to be a discussion about business because he wants to elevate black women. Why are you trying to be attracted to him? I'm not saying that you want to be across somebody that looks like a scarecrow, but let's just be honest. Let's be so for real. Why are you worried about what they look like, Umar? Come on, Umar. Be honest. Come on. That's right. You are using this as your own form of Tinder, my guy. That's what you're doing. Like, just tell the truth, shame the devil, man. Go ahead. But you not attracted. Oh my goodness.
October 31st. If you need to put on a costume, go to the Halloween store and get your Halloween costume. Halloween is coming up on October the 31st. But if you're going to sit across from me and have a dinner conversation, you need to be 100% organically all natural African woman. Black queens, do you understand me?
Why would that even matter if you're trying to elevate them in their business, if you're trying to promote them? Oh, by the way, if you're just jumping in, we got 225 folk in. Can y'all please, first of all, hit that like button. But next, tell me how much you think Umar thinks the market value is for his reality talk show, discussion, podcast, whatever. He keeps changing it, so I don't really know what it's supposed to be. But I want you to write in the chat, how much do you think the market value is for this thing? Because you're not ready for this.
Black queens, do you understand me? No hair pieces, no Jerry curls, no extensions. All natural means what the hell I said. All natural. I am promoting natural black women with the Date with the Doctor podcast. I am promoting all natural black women. If you are not all natural, you have no business asking for the Date with the Doctor.
Why? Why does a woman with weave who owns her own car lot, she sells cars, why does that matter if she has weave? I'm sorry, there's no correlation between that. It don't matter. I mean, really, like why does it matter if the woman has fake eyelashes, but she has a cleaning service? Why does it matter, Umar? Why? Because again, you said you're not trying to use this as a date mechanism, but we still haven't gotten to the part where he describes the event, what's going to happen, what's going to transpire. But again, Umar is nothing if he's not inconsistent. And again, I might do that video montage of just all the different times he's come up with these ideas, like the 20v1. Remember that one he did, the 20v1? Of course, this one right here, he just comes up with these ideas and he starts glitching out, and it's crazy. Like, why does it matter if you own a car shop? Why does it matter if a woman owns a bakery and she has fake eyelashes? I mean, I'm not even an eyelash kind of guy. I don't really like them myself, but I wouldn't say this. I can't promote this woman's business because she has eyelashes. Oh, in a minute, he's going to say that you can't be in interracial relationships. Why does that matter? Why does it matter if the woman that owns the bakery or the coffee shop has a white or somebody else a husband? Sir, this is a mental deficiency.
The date will not proceed. Ladies, if you have a girlfriend, a best friend,
this is weird,
a soror, a cousin, a sister, and y'all want to do a double date, double dates will be allowed. It will look polygynous, but it's all in fun and humor. So
now
yes, you can double date. You say, Dr. Umar, I am the co-owner of a business Me and my friend co-own the business and we want to come on the date with the doctor together, we can do that. That means there will be 2 slow songs instead of 1.
Oh, here you go. Wait till you hear how he breaks down. I got to back this up just a little smidgen. He's about to explain. Now he's going to get into what the date's going to look like. The evening is going to look like. I'm like, boy, if you don't sit your silly self down somewhere and be quiet.
Songs instead of 1 because we will do a slow drag. Oh, yes. We're going to put on Can You Stand the Rain, and I'm going to slow drag with business owner number 1, and I'm going to slow drag with business owner number 2. My brothers who are married to beautiful African sisters, because this is not a real date, if you're open to your queen being exposed, her business being exposed, good brother, you can go ahead and send your wife, okay? Because everything is all clean. This is clean and classy. If you say, Doc, my wife is coming on the date with the doctor, but I don't want her to do the slow drag because your pictures with the queens be a little too tight and I can't tolerate my queen being hugged up with the Prince of Pan-Africanism for 3 minutes during the slow drag, I will respect you, my brother. There will be no slow drag with your wife.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
There will be no slow drag with your wife. There will be no slow drag with your wife.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
And when the date with the doctor is over, the sisters will be escorted back to their hotel unless they're driving in, and that will be the end of it. I want to show black women in a whole new light. I'm tired of reality shows. I'm tired of the sexual exploitation of black women.
He did say that. He did say he's tired of the sexual exploitation of black women while putting out the bat signal to sexually exploit black women. You cannot make this stuff up. The comedy is writing itself. Like literally, Umar is writing our own comedy skit. Now, there's 280 people in this chat. First of all, hopefully you hit that like button. Also, in the chat, tell me, how much do you think the market value is for a business owner? Let me back up a little smidgen. A business owner that is going to want to do this project with Umar, that wants to, cook for him or come on the show and promote their business. How much do you think the market value is? Because he's about to say it in a second. He still got respect for him because this is the respect he got. Spiders are having a meeting in his head. No, he says that there's a market value. He says, now, I think we know. Somebody says slow drag a Tunde. Now, Charles, we just got you out of 0 second time out, my dude. I do not want to put you back up in there. This rascal, he about to tell us what the market value is. So for you doing a project with him and promoting you, he's about to tell you how much it costs. I mean, how much it's worth. How much it's worth. This right here was crazy. I'm telling you, Umar needs to set up an account as a content creator entertainment platform of inconsistent content. I agree. I'm going to say it again. I think Umar Johnson would be comedy gold. Because I don't believe that he might believe this stuff. He might actually believe this stuff. I can't believe that he believes what he says sometimes. In a moment, I think y'all will agree with me. All right, here we go. Let's get this done. This is crazy work.
Put it back to their hotel unless they're driving in, and that will be the end of it. I want to show black women in a whole new light. I'm tired of reality shows. I'm tired of the sexual exploitation of black women. I want to show real black women.
Real.
I want to show spiritual black women. I want to show, of course they won't be paid. They're getting free publicity off of the Prince of Pan-Africanism. This is not pay. You are getting $1 million worth of publicity from the most requested, the most relevant, and the most popular black scholar and activist in the 21st century, and one of the most popular in history.
He did say $1 million in value. Just take a second and think about that. If Umar Johnson and his living out of hotels, living out of cars, standing outside of school yelling at his cell phone, could generate $1 million worth of publicity for a company, for your cake shop, for your dressmaker, for your mechanic shop, whatever. If he could generate $1 million worth of business and publicity for you, am I to believe that, well, first of all, he doesn't generate $1 million for himself. But second of all, why would he not be selling that out like hotcakes? Why would he not be doing that? Because I guarantee you, this is from somewhere early this spring. So we're talking about March, April time. He hasn't been doing anything. He's been sitting out there talking about his accounts is frozen and this, that, and the third. If he could give $1 million worth of value, do you realize that brands would be beating the door down? I don't even, this little me yelling in my office, the Jay Witt podcast is probably worth a whole whopping $500 tops to a brand, right? They say, man, this dude, we would give you $500 to do promotion for our whatever. I've had several offers and I just don't believe in the product, so I don't do it. But can you imagine if I was giving $1 million worth of value and they said, oh, you give $1 million worth of value over at the Jay Witt podcast? I probably would be marketing Mercedes at this point. This is President Firstborn. What does President Firstborn want? That's crazy work. But Umar wants me to believe that he gives $1 million worth of value. That's crazy. Wait, what's the rumors? You think of reality? Man, I wouldn't believe. Nah, I don't think anybody serious, like a brand like that. Now, if you said Tubi, if you said, Zeus Network, I could totally believe that. But I don't think BET would want their name sullen like that. They already lost the award shows and stuff like that. And keep in mind, BET is owned by people that are less melanated. So they wouldn't want to fool with this guy for that alone. Now, again, you say Tubi, you say something on Hulu, the dude could just do it right here. I mean, he would be fine. All right, let's get done.
Brothers and sisters. So this is not paid.
Delusional Tunde.
This is a business investment for that queen to expose her business. Okay, ladies? And because this is going to be a nice dinner, I will be wearing a suit and
now
you need
back
to
on
wear
the dinner.
something presentable. Don't show up for the date with the doctor in some damn jeans and your Nikes. We not doing that. They don't have to be 5'5" thick in the thighs, although that would be a plus. Because
Why?
this is not a real date. That is just the presentation that we're giving for the platform. This is not a real date. No, there could be no snow bunnies on the date with the doctor. Mixed race queens, you must identify full-time as an African to be on a date with the doctor. I repeat, if you are a mixed race African sister, if there's a Puerto Rican African, if there's a Cuban African, if there's a Dominican African, if there's a mixed race African who identifies as a black woman on a full-time basis, yes, you can be on a date with the doctor. But there will be no rice. There will be no ice. There will be no spice. There will be no sand. And there will be no salsa.
That's crazy!
Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. If you do makeup, for my makeup queens, black queens who do natural organic makeup, if you want me to expose your makeup business, you could come on set and get Dr. Umar cleaned up a little bit. Not no feminazi. Don't have me looking a feminazi, because you will be fired your first date with. If you do makeup and you say, doctor, I want to be on set to make sure the sister you doing a date with, that she's looking nice, get the sweat off her face, you know what I mean? Cover up the pimples a little bit, make that tattoo go away on her neck. I can be there to clean up your date, Dr. Umar, and I just need you to expose my business. I'm trying to build black women up because they've been torn down long enough. as a black man, as an alpha man, as an unapologetically African anti-snow bunny alpha male, I'm trying to build up black women. No, my brother, I won't be dating the sisters who come on the show, because that is a recipe for a me too. I am not a fool. I will not be dating any of those sisters because I don't need to get diddied. I refuse to be diddied, and I damn sure won't be snow bunnied.
Okay. Why, if all he wants to do is build up black women, which, by the way, I don't think that's a bad, that's a noble cause. Sure, you want to build up black women. Why does it have to be in a setting of a date? Why can't it just be in the setting of a business meeting? Why can't you go over their business plan and bring in some professionals to kind of go and say, hey, I'm going to have a conference with black women entrepreneurs. You can still be racist like that, Umar, and bring them in and say, hey, I got a financial planner to go over with you and make sure that you're paying all your taxes and you're dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's so you can stay financially solvent. Or I brought in some other people that could use your business and give you an opportunity to pitch it to them and see if they'd be interested in it. Why does it have to be in the context of a date, Umar? Why can't it be in the context of I'm here to support your business and I want to help drive some interest toward your business and such of that nature? Here's somebody that you can be a vendor. Here's somebody who can help you with shipping. Here's something. Why does it have to be on a date issue? I'm just trying to understand. Because if that be the case, you wouldn't worry about if they were 5'5", thick in the thighs and fake here, fake there. You would really just care about whether or not they're trying to grow their business and they can be functional. Because remember earlier, you said that this was to push businesses out there, right? And push these entrepreneurs out there so they can fight the homelessness and, making 304 decisions, so on and so forth. But now it sounds terribly like, pardon me, it sounds like you trying to get your game on, Umar. But this is what I'm talking about, man. This is that crazy stuff that you do, and it just makes it makes a fool of Umar, and I am not buying into it. So I'm going to keep making fun of it. Some people said that you make too much fun of Umar, so on and so forth. Nope, I ain't made enough. I have not made enough. Let me get this real quick. Barbie, the dude is evil. So, of course, a woman of less melanin, a white woman, he calls a snow bunny. So he was trying to keep that ice, rice, spice rhyming game. So instead of saying snow, because snow doesn't rhyme with ice and spice, he used the word ice. So that's what he's talking about. What we got right here? Umar not going to work with others. No, he ain't going to work with others. Because you know why? Because if he was trying to work with others, ethnicity wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. When we looked at where the FDMG school is, I'm certain, as sure as my name is Jason, not everybody in that community is quote unquote African, right? They're not. There's other people there that you can build up and edify. We don't need to only edify one group in order to be successful. That's just silly. But see, that's why he's not going to be successful. Why would you even suggest that you help black women at all? I don't know. I have no idea, Pisces. Pisces Hayes. I'm sorry, I saw this right here. Isn't he a psychologist? Why is he trying to promote people's business when he doesn't even have his business degree? He needs to live that to some who are expert in business. Leave that, I think is what you're saying. Absolutely. Why is he talking about black families when he don't have one? Oops, who said that? Why is he talking about black fatherhood when he's not a good father? Why is he talking about men that are married and he's not married? I'm just trying to figure it out. Because I guarantee you, if Umar Johnson was married, some of the reckless things that he says to married men, he wouldn't say those. Because he would know, like, that's inappropriate. I wouldn't say that to, if you're married, there's certain things you don't say to your married friends. You wouldn't say that kind of stuff. It's just ignorant. Like, I would not say that stuff to any of my married brothers or sisters. This is ignorant. But he's not married, therefore he don't know. It's because why? But he gonna tell me how to be married. Boy, if you don't sit your stupid self down. This video before the school. No, this video is from, if I'm not mistaken, it's from March. It's before Easter. because the $500 date video, I really believe was before Easter. Because on this video here, he talks about Easter's coming up. It was, I think it was Easter Sunday, or the next Sunday was Easter Sunday in this video. And so that means that the $500 date video was before this. So it was a while ago, this year. Yeah, Whitey creates ice, yeah. He's just ignorant. Right, what about nails? Like, oh, he says you can't have fake nails. He did say that. Again, like, Umar, sir, beggars can't be choosers. You 51 years old. And you talking about the ancestors going to send you a wife. Boy, if you don't sit your silly self all the way down somewhere and be quiet. Let's get done with this, though. Let's get done with this. I appreciate y'all jumping in to the best live chat on the internet. Let's go.
I believe in organic queens. I believe in all natural queens. If it don't bounce, I must renounce. If it don't bounce, I must renounce.
Remember, this is for business. He's trying to elevate black women. He's tired of the sexualization of black women, but he just said, if it don't bounce, I must renounce. Why do you care if it bounces, Umar? Why do you care? You're there to build up their business, right? That's what you just told us. Why do you care? Sir, I'll wait. Let's go. And by the way, if you're an Umar supporter, look, this is your dude. The only reason I can make fun of this is because I never fell for this dumb stuff. And there are many people who've woken up to this ignorance that is Umar Johnson. That's really the reality of the situation. We're not dumb. And you're welcome to join us, though. You're welcome. You can come right on over here. We'll accept you. We might laugh at you, clown you a little bit because you donated for a while. But after that, you know what? We're receptive over here. We're going to say, hey, man, everybody makes boneheaded decisions. Go on, get over here and act right and do right with your life. So, hey, come on and join us. Let's go.
If it don't bounce, I must renounce. Sisters, we're going to have fun on the date with the doctor. Basically, it's going to be a dinner, one dance.
Why?
And we're going to go for a walk outside. A dinner, one dance. We're going to go for a walk. The whole production will probably last about 4 hours.
Boy, if you don't...
But your business will be booming after we're done.
Your business will be booming and his business is not. Y'all, hold on now. Hold on. Editor Jason. You see I got Editor Jason here, right? Editor Jason's been on the show. Thank you so much, Editor Jason. And the team is growing. This is the we. See, when I say we, this is what I'm talking about. Me and Editor Jason. All right, let me back that up a little bit. He just said your business will be booming, albeit he doesn't have a business that's booming. Y'all stop this playing.
And we're going to go for a walk outside. A dinner, one dance. We're going to go for a walk. The whole production will probably last about 4 hours.
Boy, if you don't...
But your business will be booming after we're done. Make sure you bring your products, because there's going to be a segment where you break down your business and your products, your website, your social media, how people can support you, the whole 9 yards. It's time to raise up the queens. I want to make sure I'm in good standing with divine feminine energy. I want to make sure I'm in good standing with divine feminine energy. Leave Sister Suki Hana out of this. Stop bringing up Sister Suki Hana every time I talk about date with the doctor. Shout out to Sister Suki. Shout out to Sister Suki. Shout out to Sister Suki. The addresses will not be given to you. An escort will pick you up. A professional driver will pick you up from your hotel and bring you to the location. You will not be given an address because Negroes are messy. You will not be given an address.
Let me real quick. I love this. Thank you so much. My Life Path 234. I'm telling y'all, he just be flying off the cuff. And I've said this before. I have ADHD. And I had it before it was cool. Okay. So before they let you be in the cool kids, I had ADHD and I was a bad kid. I know what ADHD looks like. And this dude got ADHD on, I don't know, it might be enhanced ADHD. But he comes up, and I do this too, though. That's the thing. Like, I know this. I know what he's dealing with. I know this. I've seen other people who have the same problem. They come up with ideas and they just go crazy. They have crazy ideas and they'll actually forget it. They'll truly not even remember what they talk about. And I know this dude is probably just absolutely ADHD like nobody's business. Just come up with a crazy idea and just run with it and just talking about it. And probably don't even remember that he said it. I can tell you right now, if some of this stuff was not on recording, I would probably forget I said it. I'm sorry, man. That's what this dude is dealing with. So, yes, I do believe he's making this up on the spot. I don't think there's any notes in front of him. He didn't write it on a napkin. He don't have it on a whiteboard. He just literally making this up as he goes. Because I've watched him do it. I've watched him come off the cuff. He's just making it up. Okay, let's go. And don't forget, you still paid for that. All right, let's go.
You will be picked up and you will be brought to the date with the doctor. Your phone will be taken. So you cannot give away the address. That is for security purposes. If you're not comfortable with that, you cannot be on the date with the doctor. Do you understand, Queens? You will be picked up and brought to the location for security purposes, because some locations will be used more than once. And nobody needs to know where we are bringing Queen's beautiful sisters in a safe environment to have their conversation with Dr. Umar Tunde. No Diddy. I just told you most of the dates with the doctors will be recorded in Delaware. Most of the dates with the doctors will be recorded in Delaware. They won't set me up because there will be women on the set. You won't see them when you watch the conversation. But there will be men and women on the set. You won't see them. But I will never be alone. I can't afford it. I will never be alone with a sister. I can't afford it. For all I know, one of my coons could have sent her. So ladies, I got to practice professionalism and discretion. I got to protect myself because I understand the age we are living in.
So I got to protect myself. Hold on. I don't want to get Me Too'd. I don't want to get Diddy'd. I don't want to get Shannon Sharp, but I'm a slow drag with somebody on a not date. Remember, this is a podcast, he said, but it was a discussion. No, he also said it's a reality show. Darn, it was a date, but he says a dinner. The dude is going on. He tweaking. He's all over the place. It is all over the place, y'all. Oh, and by the way, it's cold in my house, so the hoodie season is back. The hoodie season is back, y'all. I had somebody that said they didn't like me wearing hoodies. I said, well, you might as well just go ahead and wrap it up, because for the next 3-4 months, I'm gonna be wearing hoodies all the time. But let me get back to this. The dude is literally saying, I need to be professional, but I'm about slow drag with you. Can you imagine? Hey, for real, in the chat. I know I'm all over the place, y'all. Please, my ADHD is kicking in. Please tell me the last time you went to a business meeting, if you're a business owner or maybe your company had a meeting or whatnot, and the owner, the CEO, the president, the hiring manager got up and slow drag with the staff at the meeting. Just let me know. What is wrong with this man? Oh, his brain is fried. Oh my gosh. Capatunde. Yo, I don't even know who BMO D Club, but he came right up in here with Cap Tunde for the win. Oh my gosh. This is amazing, man. Y'all, this is, if it wasn't in front of me, I probably wouldn't believe that it happened. Like, if I had not seen it and you just said, hey, yo, Umar was on there talking reckless about this, that, and the third, I probably wouldn't believe you. But look where we are right here. No, you're not dancing with your staff, Wendy? You're not dancing with the CEO of the company? Tim Cook come out and start slow dancing at the next Apple event. Mishi Young from Samsung, he out there cutting the rug with the staff people. Like, really? Really? I think it would work. I think it would be sold. I think it's a great idea. So now he wants to reenact the scene in Taken. Oh, with the phones. Okay. It is given, I'm kidnapping you. Oh no. Come on, Wendy. You know you got the moves. Come on. They're going out there to dance. It's just, he's trying to elevate you. Lift you up. This dude is insane. Okay, I'm gonna put the entire live chat on timeout. You know what, Shelby? You done made the whole live chat go in 0-second timeout. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Domo. Oh, I remember that fake wedding he did. Okay, but you know what? But back to Shelby. Shelby, everybody's in 0-second timeout because of you. Shelby said he about to try to give you $1 million worth of value. He ain't worth $1 million. Everybody's in 0-second timeout because of Shelby. Oh, all right, let's get done with this. Let's go.
Age restriction, not less than 25.
Negro,
Age
your daughter's that age.
Not less than 25.
Your daughter is that age, my dude. That's insane. He is 50. He's 4 months younger than me. So actually, he's 51. I apologize. He's 51. He talking about going on a date with somebody who's 25 or 23 years old. That's insane, my guy. That's why your butt need to be in jail. All the jail. They need to make a sub-level of the sub-basement to put your dumb self in with your man weave. Let's go.
But I will say, because I'm not looking to date, I don't really see a problem necessarily with a sister who's a little younger. We might not do the slow drag though. But why shouldn't we expose the businesses of our young sisters too? So I'm going to play.
What about your daughter? Does your daughter fall in that? Why don't maybe you should do daddy-daughter date. Date with the daughter, with the doctor, and take your daughter out and build a relationship with your daughter. Maybe you should do that, Umar. Yo, this dude right here is a diabolical fool. I mean, I got an 18-year-old. So basically you're saying you're okay with hanging out with somebody that's 5 years older than my daughter. Dude, and you 51 years old? Sir, we might need to check your phone and your search history. Hey, CIA, FBI, everybody that's watching this, all the alphabet crew that's watching this, can y'all go check on this dude? Because y'all need to go check on him. Hey, Umar, drop your pen real quick so we can send the FBI, CIA, IRS. We can send all of them, ATF, ICE. We can send them all to where you are, my dude. Because, sir, you need to be looking at somebody who's 50. And even in that, Lene, my guy, you need to find somebody. Matter of fact, maybe you just need to go in the closet, which you're already in, and take a cold shower, my guy. Finish this up, Jason. Let's go.
Around with that, but as of right now, I don't want them under 25, but we might go a little younger and cut out the dance. You feel me? Go a little younger and cut out the dance. So ladies, I just want you to know you got to be all natural. You got to be all natural.
Why? Why does it matter? You're not trying to hook up with them, right? It doesn't matter. I can't imagine me saying, I'm not trying to hook up with them, but they got to look a certain way. Why? Why? For real. There's 425 people in here. Y'all let me know why it matters what the woman looks like on this quote unquote podcast, discussion, date, dinner, lunch, whatever the devil it is. Why does it matter what they look like? Because you're not trying to hook up with them, right? Right? Well, why does it matter? Umar says I'm not a fool, but he has spent 30 minutes telling us otherwise. Sir, you are a complete and total. Why are you saying that you're not looking to date when all you've been doing is giving your criteria to date? You've said nothing about the businesses, how long the businesses need to be in operation. Maybe they need to have they've had to reach a certain operating revenue every year, but a particular type of business, a particular, conscious business or anything of that nature. Nothing like that. They just got to look a certain way. They just can't be this proportion. They just can't have this fake. It sound like your doggone Tinder profile, my guy. That's what it sounds like to me. Because it's not a date, but it is a date. It's the date that's not the date. And I guess you got to save the date. And you better not bring your phone. Wrong. He's looking for, I don't see the lie. Okay, let me get done with this. There's like 2 seconds left.
Application coming soon. Application coming soon. Application coming soon. This is your big brother King Kong consciousness. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
Y'all stretch your hand toward Umar. That dude is in some deep kimchi. He gonna ruin his whole life, man. He already putting his life out there in crazy town. But my goodness, in the morning, watching this, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Hey, Footloose Atunde. Something else is loose. I mean, this brother right here is troubled. And this is him. That's the thing. And I try my best to play, large swaths of people's content. I do take clips out. Yes, I do the clips. But I try my best to play large swaths so you can't say that I'm just taking it out of context or I'm misunderstanding or whatever like that. And what in the world is going on here, my guy? Like, you're really wilding out. But my gosh, Looney Tunes, y'all stop it. Y'all stop. Y'all got to put some respect on this man's name. How y'all gonna call the man Looney Tunde, Footloose Tunde? I do not approve of this. I don't approve of this kind of behavior. This is not acceptable. Behaving like this. I saw Kappa Tunde earlier and Delusional Tunde. Y'all are not, that is not appropriate. That's not. And I'm gonna say that. I do not approve of you doing that at all. What does this say right here? Brenda says what? Oh, piece of Pan-African, peace and Pan-African. Look, I call it peace and scam African. This is a mess. But anyway, this was his attempt to try to clean up after that $500 date fiasco hit the fan. And this was his attempt. And I'm going to use the word attempt extremely loose. Kunta crazy. I can't stand y'all, man. Y'all stop it. I frauded Tunde. What is wrong with y'all people? Psycho Tunde. Why are you people like this? Why y'all like this? Come on now. And you know what? I'm right there with you, Adam. I can't imagine whatever you think about Malcolm, whatever you think about Martin, whatever your perception is of the civil rights leaders, whether they were honorable men, we can have that discussion offline. But when the camera was in front of them, I just can't see Martin Luther King getting up, talking about letters from a Birmingham jail, talking about, can the sisters come and get me out? I just can't see that. I just can't see Malcolm doing this. I just couldn't. Again, I'm not trying to venerate what their lifestyles or anything of that nature, but at least they knew how to behave in front of the camera. Again, whatever we know about them in the past, we ain't gonna worry about that. But I'm just like, good gracious, man. And this dude swear up and down he's a leader. He swears up and down he's a leader. I don't know what he's leading. Yo. A lot of haters make Umar content. I challenge that they're not haters. I don't hate Umar. I'm having a great time making fun of him. I laugh at him. I don't. Now, maybe you could call me a hater. I don't know. He would call me a hater. I'm in the book of Negroes, I'm sure. And I'm okay, whatever. I'm not your cup of tea. I am not gonna lose any sleep, Umar. No sleep shall be lost. Hit the Cash App. I don't know. Does he still have Cash App? I think he's on PayPal now. I think all he has is PayPal. Or Venmo, right? Something. Hit the Apple Pay. Right. Where's his business etiquette? Somebody gonna come up, Coco, and say that they are. I know that much. Umar is only famous in the Black Queens Forever. So that is true. I think more people know him for his catchphrases, and really, if you boil it down, it's usually that Black Queens Forever, so nobody's never. But they don't even know who Umar is. But they might have heard that. What's going on? Greetings from the UK up in the building. How are you? What? Please send it to me, please. If I'm not mistaken, FDMG Scam Records has created some really fun content around Umar. And please, dearwokec@gmail.com. We will do a listening party for the song. There you go. If you don't already have the dearwokec@gmail.com. Oh, please let me know. Book of Negroes is an autobiography. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm like, how is this dude? And again, if anybody wants to help me, please help me as well. Umar has, and drop my email again. Umar has glitched out on many of his videos, and he just goes into the stream of consciousness. He did a video where he was talking about he was going to do 20 V1s, where it's like 20 African queens, and he's going to do like the dating show. He glitched out and did that. One time he glitched out and went off on a tangent about setting up different email addresses for people that want to contact him from different countries. And it was literally a whole minute of saying, we're going to have the Icelandic Africans at gmail.com and the sub-Saharan Africans from gmail.com. It was the craziest glitch out ever. And of course, his new thing now is to start this long monologue. So he just says, peace and scam Africanism. And then he just goes into all these different countries, and then he comes to the United States, talking about all these different cities and all these quote unquote Africans there. He's even added like the universe and the galaxy into his monologue, his opening monologue. He literally said the galaxy and the universe, as if we're like in Star Trek now, like we've boldly gone when no man has gone before. Like, dude, he's glitching out. So anyway, if you run across those, and you're like, oh man, this is Umar glitching out. Again, send it to me. Send it to dearwokec@gmail.com. I have several of them, but hey, the more the merrier. But I want to show examples of him just like, and what I mean by glitching out, you can tell he's just shooting this off the hip. There's no plan for this. I think the school, if you go back and watch some of his stuff about the school before he bought the building, that seems like a glitch. Like he's just literally talking. And he's just a stream of consciousness. The coffee was really good. He got a good hit before he got on the mic, and he's just going. It does not make sense. None whatsoever. The Joe Budden podcast. He was on the Joe Budden podcast, and I remember he's in a yellow hoodie, and he's talking about conferences that he's going to be doing, and he's just going ba 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 ba. All these different. It was like 9 conferences. It was something crazy. And I'm like, dude, you got a conference for people that got, a bunion on their right toe, and you got a conference for people that drive Mazdas. Like, you got a conference for everything. He was glitching out. That's my theory. All right, what we got? So shout out to FDMG Scam in the building. Of course, Black Anonymous. I appreciate all the content creators and those that are creating content around here. What's going on? Informant Man in the building. What's happening, friend? Grace and peace to you, man. Thank you for stopping through. And I just wanted to jump on. This was a impromptu live because I had already chopped up the video and I was just going to drop the video as just for y'all to see. But then I said, let me just talk about this because it's so wild. And now we got 450 people on here. By the way, help a brother out. Hit the like button. Help me out here. Beam me up, Africans. We got the Klingon Africans up in the building. We got the Kardashian Africans. What about the Vulcan Africans? Only if you watch Star Trek do you remember those. Peace and scam Africanism. There we go. It'll all come out in the end. I love it. I don't think so. And Wendy, this is a great question. When I started YouTube, I would go over meticulously the video that I shot when I was just recording them. I would go back over them and check them and stuff like that. And I would try, and I remember stuff that I said, oh yeah, I shouldn't have said that, and let me edit it out, or next time I'll say something different, XYZ. Each one of Umar's videos, in my opinion, is totally divorced of the videos that came before. And only rarely does he address the topics that were in the previous video, like, for example, the date with the doctor, because he got a lot of flack on that one. If he didn't get any flack on the date with the doctor video, there wouldn't have been this video that we're watching right here. It would have been something totally different, talking about rotating tires or navigating navigating the solar system, whatever. But it would not have been this. Rarely does he talk about the same topic back to back to back to back. And I think it's because he doesn't actually go over what he said. And why? Because he doesn't actually pay attention to what he says. He's just talking. I'm willing to bet you, just watch some of his yelling outside the school videos. Watch some of his yelling outside the school videos. They're totally random. Like, why did you turn your camera on? Why did you really turn your camera on here? What was the purpose? Like the one where he's telling the kid off, call him a little ninja, and the kid said, I was in school when you announced this and now I've graduated from college or something like that. And he goes off on him. You're like, why did he turn his camera on? Like, what was the purpose of even being online in the first place? I don't think he pays attention to it. I don't think he goes back over and looks at what he said. And that's the sign of somebody who's, when I was a school teacher, when I was a classroom teacher, my girls were the same age as my students. So President Firstborn, when she was in second grade, I was in second grade, and then Chief Executive Secondborn, I was in second grade for both of them. Needless to say, I would actually plan and practice my lessons with them and say, did this make sense to you? I would ask them questions that they understand, so on and so forth. They hated it, but they work with me. And afterwards, one of the big things with teaching is that you have to go back over what you taught to see whether or not the kids actually got it. And so I would practice. I had my little exit tickets ready for my daughters. If I explained a math skill and we made a math game, could they play the game that they made? And then can they give me a cue that they've actually learned the skill? Those are things that you do to make sure that you're not just talking to yourself. And so I don't think Umar in any way, shape, or form considers what he's taught or what he says or reviews it and considers, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't think so. He never had a kid-friendly environment. And where them fans at? It's always a where them fans at shindig. You're right. That's why he sounds... Again, I'm not saying everybody has to do it, because that was early on in my education career and such of that nature. I wasn't doing it all the time. Later on, I stopped doing it completely. But it does help you ground you, like, okay, am I teaching toward my students, or am I just teaching because this is what I want to talk about? And there's a difference. And so I don't believe that Umar has a great grasp on what he wants to convey. Jason, first of all, he has a dope name. Shout out to Jason. Dr. Umar is an absolute disgrace to the Black community. We can stop right there. You will get no argument from me. All these scams are making us look like a laughing stock. I'm going to stop right there. And I disagree with you, Jason, though you still have a dope name. I believe the problem is the Black community has not said, no, this guy is a scam artist. Because white folk aren't calling Umar a scammer. It's us. It's the highly melanated community that's saying, nah. And I think the more we say no, is the better we get. There's no benefit in giving duck and cover to bad actors in the community. And for the lion's share of us are not buying Umar's garbage. The lion's share of Black people are not buying it. I just think we got to say it more and point it out. Make fun of people. You still donating to that guy? You do realize that he's faking it, right? We need to make it very clear that he is not like us. Let me finish up. And the women that are funding his lifestyle donations are insane. Now that I agree with. I just think more of us have to say, nope. And I don't care. You're not going to convince me otherwise that Umar Johnson is a straight shooter. There's no way you're going to convince me that. Now, if he comes up with a business plan, if he comes up with a real true board of directors, he comes up with a business office manager, for crying out loud, to manage the donations that come in, I can maybe be swayed. I still don't believe he's going to open that school, but at the current moment, he is the show. Man, get out of here with that foolishness. You better get yourself up out of here. Wait, do I got that little? I don't have that up here. I don't have that. Oh, okay. Until Umar gets his life together, this is what he got from me.
I have nothing.
You ain't getting nothing from me, my guy. No. So I think the more we say no, the better. Us, I like Pisces Hayes. Us black women could cancel him in one day. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That hit hard. Doggone it. How'd you do that? How did you do that? Oh, that hurt. Pisces Hayes says us black women could cancel him in one day, just like Tyler. Now, you might not know, Tyler is a South African R&B singer that has come to the United States and is having a terrible go at it. She's having a rough go at it because there's a cultural differences, the way she presents herself and the way she deals with Black Americans is not the way, the way she deals with Africans in South Africa is not the way the Black Americans is messing with her. And wow, that was good church right there. Girl, I'm gonna have to bring the, hold on. I got something for that. That's a good sermon right there. Yeah, we can go ahead and pass the plate now. Yeah, so, and that's it. I agree. Because Umar knows his mark. Umar knows men are not the ones that are writing checks to him. Men are not the ones hitting the Cash App or Venmo, whatever. It's women. It's a long, hey, check out Pink Book Lessons, Jason. Pink Book Lessons has talked a lot about this. I don't know. I'm very new to it. I don't listen to that type of music. So I like Pink Book Lessons. She's a fantastic content creator. And she was talking about this and it just kind of interests me. And I was just listening. So everything I said was strictly just from my understanding from Pink Book Lessons. So I don't know anybody else that is talking about it, but it's a very interesting story. If the moderators could drop the link in the chat, that would be dope. If you want to jump over to Pink Book real quick, it would be very helpful. Matter of fact, let me fix this real quick. All right, I'm giving you a little bit of power, love. All right, can you drop that in there for us, Pisces Hayes, if you could? That'd be very helpful. All right, get this game going. What else we got here? What we got here? Yeah. He doesn't have a long-term plan. I think the long-term plan is to get money. And I know some people saying, well, he might have started out well, but then the money got good. I don't even think, nah. Yeah, thank you so much. If you could drop her link in the chat, God's Fancy Girl, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. I don't think he started out with good intention. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying that look, I can be wrong, so I'm willing to be wrong. Maybe he started out well, but I think we all can agree today what he's doing is dirty. He's just doing wrong. Shout out. Thank you so much for that. Can somebody explain consciousness in this? I honestly, Shelby, I honestly, it's a very nebulous term, and I wouldn't be doing it good service. I really wouldn't. But I will. If somebody else wants to tap in, I'll definitely put it up on the screen. This was a good question right here. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is, right there. That's a fantastic question, Star, Indigo Star, and let me get you an answer. Let me see if I got an answer for you. Dog, I ain't got to know. No, he didn't do that. No, he didn't do it. Because like I said, this is a stream of consciousness. That dude was literally flying by the seat of his pants. He was making that up on the go. Because remember, this is back, again, before the spring got into full bloom. And he still hasn't done it. He never was going to do it. It was all about money. It's called reality. Absolutely. Oh, wait, did I miss something? Ooh, that's a great question right here. Okay. Somebody literally texted me this morning about this. Who was I talking to? I want to say I was talking to Todd. Okay. There's a reason why LeBron James, Jay-Z, Colin Kaepernick, all these big names, Tyler Perry, Umar Johnson has called out some really big names. Called them out. Like, y'all ain't support my school, blah, 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 blah. And I believe the reason why is because they know that this was a scam. They know that this is, friends and family, friends helping friends. It's just a Ponzi scheme. They knew that this was a scam, and that's why they never got into help. But also, imagine if LeBron James had given him $500,000 and he tricked it off like he's doing right now. Do you think LeBron James has the pull to call the Delaware police and say, Wilmington Police Force, we got a problem. I got a fraud I want to call out. I want a fraud I want to ask you to investigate. Well, absolutely, LeBron does. Do you think 500 single moms have the same pull? Absolutely not. So the problem is, because his mark is not, of course, he would accept the money from a big name. But I think the reason he didn't get a big name supporters is because they all knew that this was a scam. But single moms or the marks that he has, I don't think they're willing to push this to the point of getting investigated. Now, wait up, Jason. If there's truly some tax fraud going on or some donation fraud or 501c3 fraud shenanigans, I think he could get in trouble. But it's only if it gets to that point where they're starting to look into it. At the current moment, I don't think so. But watch this. If you ever see Umar Johnson on the news, that's when I think if the news in Delaware says, hey, a local black activist is being investigated, now we might have a different conversation. But at the current moment, he's just an urban legend. He's just the crackhead in the community. Everybody knows is a crackhead. And we laugh at people like, man, you gave that dude some money. Well, you know he a crack. What are you doing? Wait, you loaned him your car? What the devil wrong with you? We all know it. But once it elevates to the point of people knowing, big names knowing. Here's a terrible example. And this is my last I can give. Oh, I see somebody else talking about them bank accounts. We'll come back in a second. The difference between a street level dope dealer and Nino Brown. Well, at the moment, he's just an urban legend. Umar Johnson is not famous. He thinks he is. He's really a meme to most of us. We laugh at him. We don't really consider him anything really viable and useful in the community. We just laugh at him. Like, man, snow bunnies, whatever, talking three times, he just sounds crazy. If he were to elevate to the place of like a Nino Brown, where more people outside of the black community know about him, and he's problematic for more people outside of us, then I think we got a problem. He would have a problem. That would be my little 2 cents. Okay, real quick. Charity fraud, I agree now. Because I do believe there's probably some of this going on. I think there's good reason to believe, Miss Independent, that some of these things have happened, especially wire fraud. Wire fraud makes me scared. Like, whoo, boy, I don't want to mess with a wire fraud. And all that money coming in, them Cash Apps and PayPals and Venmo, all that. And you want me to believe that none of that was fraud? Okay, all right, sure. I believe you. What does it say right here? Could that be why his bank accounts are frozen? See? This is a nebulous situation. Because, and most of y'all probably realize, the only reason your bank accounts would get frozen is if you was doing something really grimy, AKA tax fraud, AKA tax not evasion, but tax debts that have not been paid and stuff like that. Or you've been sued in a bankruptcy. Maybe they've already they've seized your funds so that they can get their money back. There's some, it definitely isn't because of what he told us. That I feel very comfortable saying. His bank accounts, if they're frozen, are not frozen because somebody was trying to hack his account. That's a lie. That was cap. Capatunde. I do believe that there's probably something going on. So I guess we'll see. There could be some IRS fraud. I mean, when you look at some of those numbers, you bring in this amount and you're not paying any taxes? Okay, all right. He is the Pookie of Wilmington. Why are y'all people like this? Why are you like this? Why? What's going on? Make change? What's going on, brother? The reason most of those people will not donate is Umar refused to be transparent. Full stop. I mean, yeah. So when you look at like a LeBron or Jay-Z or Tyler Perry, all these people, Spike Lee, all these people that he be hitting up, why are they not? Because he doesn't do it. He's just throwing those out like it's big fish. But most of his money's coming in from small little marks that are sending $20, $50, $100 increments. That's it. When businesses or individuals make big donations, they want paperwork because they want to be able to write that off. Absolutely. But also, they want to be seen as being philanthropic. And they're looking at this dude like 12 years and no school? What is going on? They don't see that as being a benefit. I mean, without even the paperwork, they can see, I mean, this is a scam. Boy, sit yourself down somewhere. That's exactly what they're probably saying. Oh, I believe that. I totally believe that he owes them. And maybe that's why his accounts are frozen. Oh, JT. Shout out to JT, the pocket watcher. Absolutely. He deposited the Pan Nigerian fake check. There you go. Real simple, because A, it doesn't really exist, or B, he lying. There's a conspiracy out there. I had a conspiracy show on Friday. She said, I don't believe that Pretty 511 says, I don't believe his accounts are frozen. He snuffed up all the money. It is very possible. That's a lot of money, though. Which is very interesting. I'm like, so if we're looking at, let's just say, for easy math, he's sitting on $1 million. I don't know how much he collected, but let's just say he's got $1 million on the account. And he's already using the money inappropriately. So he's not using it for the school. He's not taking care of, clearly ain't taking care of the expenses for the school. I just see him using it differently. That would be my only pushback. Like, I would think you would use it differently. You know what I'm saying? That would just be it. And Jason M, again, he has literally shown no evidence. And where's his supposed team? I don't know. He was talking in this video about a camera crew. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Who was your recording crew? Who is this? All the social media videos that are out about Umar should tell you not to donate. I don't understand why somebody would donate. I'm going to be honest with you. Whether you believe in the conscious community, Pan-Africanism, I don't subscribe to those ideologies. However, if you subscribe to that and you're still supporting Umar, I got to wonder why. Like, what is it that you're seeing that I'm not seeing? Because money is difficult to come by. I don't take for granted any dollar I get. So why am I giving it to somebody who has shown no ability to move the ball forward in this goal that I'm giving the money for? Like, why would I do that? I don't understand. What does informant say? Those rental cars aren't free. He probably a gold member somewhere where there's video of him in 2019 inside rental cars. I can believe that. And maybe he's tricking it off on those trips to go make money. I don't know. I mean, he does get a hefty fee for speaking engagements. And Lord knows he's everywhere every weekend. I mean, I'm not saying I know that emphatically. Pookie of Pan-Africanism. Why are y'all people like this? Just stop. He has one member on his board of director. Oh, it's him. He's the only member on his board. I mean, where is it? Like, where's his team? Again, I would love to see Umar sit down with his quote unquote team, like live stream a board meeting and put the naysayers to rest. Live stream a sitting down with your people to go over the plans for the school and put all the naysayers. I'm a naysayer. Okay. Silence the naysayers, Umar, by doing that. Say, man, let me turn his camera on, because Lord knows he can turn the camera on. He has no problem turning the camera on. Okay. I should turn my cell phone on too. He got no problem with the phone usage. The phone usage game is solid. So therefore, live stream your board meeting. You have a team. Y'all sit around, talk about the curriculum. Maybe maybe have a presentation from a curriculum writer or publisher. Here's a, Pan-Africanism 101. Here's how to scam somebody 101. Here's the fine art of e-begging 203. Whatever your books are, whatever it is. And why don't you just live stream that? So people can see, oh, well, he has a real team. He's listening to real other people. Because at the current moment, it sounds a lot like Umar's team is Umar. Like I have my team here. You see my team. Shout out to editor Jason, came through today. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, and then my coworker here. Here's Carla. Here's Carla, my coworker. All right, so my team of 3. All right. Me, editor Jason, and Carla. There we go. Why are you not doing that, Umar? If you have a real team, then just show it. Or better yet, like, I think another question is, if you are on the team, why are you not clamoring to tell us? Like, oh, my name is editor Jason, and I work with the J-Wit podcast, and I help edit, or whatever I do. I don't know what I do. But you got my point. I think the real point right here is hometown business. There's no lie detected. There is no team. Phone usage game is solid. Has anyone seen him use a computer? I feel like I have, but I can't say that I have. I honestly can't say I have. Dang, Chef P. That's a good thought. I'm sure there is. But I can't say that I have. Good catch. Dang, that messed me up. The team should be sitting. I mean, they should be. Just like donors. Donors should be setting the record straight. I've had people come in my comments and say, Umar helped them with their kids. Okay, I'm like, hey, I want to hear a little bit more about what he helped you with. But I'll accept it. If somebody says Umar helped my kid, I'm gonna take that at face value. Okay, but again, where's the team? Where's your all the support that you have? Where are they? Boy, if you don't get out of here, send the teams the local doughboys. Why are you like this? Never have I ever seen Umar with a laptop. I don't think so either. I'm trying to go through my mind. I don't think I've ever seen him with a laptop. That might be what, yeah. I can't say I've ever seen him with a laptop. Shout out. That's a very good question. 5,000 books destroyed. What kind of books will Umar teach from? What kind of books will it be distributed to the kids? I don't know. Apparently that was his private collection. Oh, and see, like another stream of consciousness. Remember when the school was vandalized? Do y'all remember he said, we got video evidence and we're going to go back and watch the tapes, but then later on said, we got to get power on this side of the building. Like, he's nothing but a walking contradiction. Like, I don't know how the cameras work if there's no electricity in the building. Maybe it's battery operated. I don't know. But even more than that, if those books really had been destroyed, wouldn't you have shown it? Like let me go through here and show you what has happened. Wouldn't you? Or maybe it's just me. So I think he'd be reaching. It's just another stream of consciousness. At this point in the scheme, Nikki says, you can't put anything past Umar nor give him any benefit. I'm with you. You are 100% correct. I can't. Because again, I've mentioned this before, like most of the stuff we know about what's going on at FDMG came through Umar. The accounts being frozen. If it was not for Basic Black exposing the Wilmington, Delaware conversation about the buildings, we wouldn't know anything. We would know only what he told us, AKA the Wilmington, Delaware is trying to auction off the buildings, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we would know nothing. And who knows? Maybe it still would have been seized. Maybe that was his game. But because he got exposed, he had to go in a different direction. I don't know. But to your point, Nikki, everything he says has to be taken with a massive grain of salt. His follow-up game is total trash. Because he says stuff and does not, I don't think he thinks about it. To be fair, I don't think he thinks about the stuff he says. So therefore, he doesn't go back and say, okay, wait. What did I say? Okay, let me make sure. But again, if you were telling the truth, you don't have to really do that. If I'm telling you the truth, today is Sunday and it's 2:42, I don't have to wonder about, well, what did I say yesterday to them? I told them today is Sunday and it's 2:42 because that's what it was yesterday. There we go. I'm wearing a black hoodie. That's the truth. I don't have to sit back and think about it. But when you're on a stream of consciousness, when your ADHD kicking in, you got to remember all that stuff that you said. And I like this. Shelby said right here, the scam will continue as long as people continue to pay him for it. And I think fewer and fewer people are doing so. That's just my observation. I'm not saying that there are not lucrative donors that are giving him money. But for the line, I bet you a lot of that has dried up since in this last month and a half, 2 months of these shenanigans happening. That's just my observation. She's an unconsciousness. That's just my observation, what I think about it. I like it. Right. He doesn't remember one lie to the next because he keeps telling stories. Like, stop lying and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to keep up with stories if you tell the truth. Greg will say anything. Anything. Yes, they will. Here he is. What's going on, Chicago conservative? Y'all do me a favor real quick. Chicago conservative, like we're going to take a little station break, is a fantastic content creator. Guess where he is? I bet you know he's in Chicago. Y'all go by and check out what he's doing over there. He does some great live streams, fantastic work. If y'all have been keeping up with some of the shenanigans that have been going on with Mayor Johnson in Chicago, you want to follow Chicago conservative. He does a great job of arguing his position. He does a fantastic job of explaining what's going on, boots on the ground in Chicago. Because it's easy to get your information from the news. And it seems like the news is kind of fair, if you will, but I like Chicago conservative. Matter of fact, I think we're supposed to be doing a project sometime this year. So don't give up on me, brother. Don't give up on me. But shout out to Chicago conservative. Shout out to the mod. I already dropped the link in the chat. Y'all go check out what that brother's doing over there. Does a great job. And I really believe that he'll help you to see what's going on in Chicago. And this is the same stuff that's about to happen in Minneapolis, what they're trying to do in New York, a lot of other places. So, follow what he's doing over there because it gives you a great perspective. Shout out to him. What he says right here, he needs to spend more time brushing. Why y'all on that man? Teeth, y'all killing that man. Y'all murdering that dude. Oh, no, that's I agree. Umar, whether he's Pan-African or not, his conversation is extremely surfacey. He goes to the surface level all the time. I can talk about black women. I can call them queens and goddesses. And of course, I can go off about everybody else not supporting black queens. And that's it. You never hear him talk about kids. You never hear him talk about what he's going to do, his vision for black boys. But he's supposed to be opening a school for black boys. Shout out. Thank you so much, Studio 14. Appreciate you. Uh-oh, Chicago got a little support team over here. What's up? I'm not going to lie. After all the Umar fraud exposure, he continues to come out with a new fraud scheme with a straight face. I'm kind of impressed. I ain't going to lie. But think about it like this also. If that's all you know is the hustle, all you know is the grift, all you know is the scheme and the scam, you're going to have to hold on to it. That's all you got. I can't see it another way. Pan-African for profit. Y'all are wild. Yeah, I mean, and I just find it interesting. Again, we got 540 people. Y'all shout out. Thank y'all so much, man, for stopping through tonight. This afternoon, please forgive me. I really appreciate it. I'm just finding it humorous. And the only reason I talk about Umar is because I find him extremely comical in the most morbid sense possible. But as I said before, if you don't subscribe to his teaching, if you don't subscribe to his level of insanity, you can just laugh at this and be like, man, are you for real? Are you for real? I mean, it is, and I'm not trying to be funny about it, but I'm like, Umar has created a whole entire cottage industry of rogues against Umar. Like, he's his own worst enemy. I can't believe I'm even making that example. Like, he's his own worst enemy. He has created just I mean, it is incredible the amount of people that have come out against Umar, just calling him out, whatever like that, because of him. And you got it right there. I don't know if I'm not going to butcher your name, but that is exactly it. He's a meme. He's not famous. And if you're not familiar with the term, he's a meme, is really an example of saying somebody they're infamous for the wrong reasons. The only reason that people talk about them is because they're infamous and that people know them for the negative. And he's a meme. So that's why we can use the Black Queens Forever, or I beg your pardon, or we must stay focused, because he's a meme. We don't honor it. We don't respect it. It's a meme. And so that's what we mean by that. Shout out to that for real. Yeah, that's all scammers do with no conscience. You're 1,000% correct. Notorious was the word I was looking for. I was getting tongue-tied. I was doing a little bit of stream of consciousness there. Dr. Umar, job is to keep the Black community in a victim mindset. Boy, if you don't stop it. What video was that? It was last night when he was talking about white people are the devil. I mean, we've heard it before. We've heard that kind of pejorative language before, but it was like, yo, this guy really believes this. Like, it was wild. It was wild. Yeah, the ex-mayor Dalton is very much the same. Absolutely. I do that. I hate to say it. I think his real calling is that he could be a comedian. He's not a good salesman. His quips and such of that nature, I think he could be a good salesman. I mean, a good comedian. Yeah, he was looking for somebody to cook for him. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Chicago conservative. Thank you, brother. And don't give up on me, man. I think you sent me an invite this week. Please don't give up on your boy. Well, he said, Naptown, he said he ain't going to give you the address. He ain't going to even give you the address until he knows who they are. So I don't even think he's going to even give them the address. But we need to do like a Snow Bunny flash mob on him or something. What does it say here? Jay Witt question. Why haven't anyone talked about class action lawsuits, especially all those high donations? Because I don't want to sound like I'm flip-flopping, Nikki. I do think I've heard this word class action quite a bit in the last week and a half from people that have more sense than me. I do think that's probably going to end up happening. And class action might lend itself to that wire fraud and so on and so forth. I do think that something's going to come up of this. I just don't know what. Then maybe that's what it is. Will it be a class action that leads to a legal action, what leads to wire fraud? Will it be the IRS just jumps over and gives them tax evasion or tax issues? What will it be that will actually be the downfall? So I've heard people talk about this, and they're smarter than me. So this is going to be an interesting year. I will say this. as we close out 2025, Lord willing, on December 31st, we're closing out 2025, looking at 2026. Umar Johnson's life is going to be significantly different. That I can say. What about Umar's classy? Well, he has the letter A in his name, and you can't spell classy without the letter A. See what I did there? Wait, you don't know why he repeats himself? Are you for real, Royal? You don't know why he repeats himself? Hold on. I have the video. I don't think I have it queued up yet. Are you for real? You don't know? If you don't know, I will play it. It's a very interesting effort in mental gymnastics. If you don't know it, I will. I have it real quick. Give me a second. Yeah, but there's a reason why. And again, it's high level mental gymnastics. So you might need to get loose, kind of warm your body up, do some jumping jacks, maybe do a couple burpees, get yourself ready. I didn't have it ready, and I think a lot of people don't know why he does it. Because there actually is a rhyme and reason to it. Believe it or not, there really is a rhyme and reason why he does that. And again, it's some mental gymnastics. I am not like my man Lennon Honor or KKC. They be having this stuff already queued up, ready to go. I don't know how they do it, man. I have no idea how them brothers do it. But y'all got to pray for me because I don't have it queued up. And I'm looking for it in my folder here. But there's a rhyme and a reason for it. It's some high level shenanigans. And Jason, where is it? I'm gonna tell you one thing. If y'all have a better system for file management, if you run across like a really good system, especially for Mac users, and I'm not the best Mac user, if you say, hey, this is a good way to keep your files so you can access them quick, y'all send it to your boy. Your boy needs some help. Because I don't know where this picture is, this video is. But I do have it, I promise you. And I will get it to you soon enough. But there is a reason why he does it. Whoa, hey, thank you so much. What did I miss here? Thank you, Dana Mitchell, for the very kind $50 super chat. She says, thank you for the hard work. Let me put this up on the screen. Thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm in the wrong screen right here. That's why. There we go. Thank you, Dana. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you. So thank you for the hard work. I appreciate it. This is fun to me. I enjoy talking about this stuff because I think it's one, I like to create a place where we can all have a conversation, talk about it. Like we just come over here and chop it up about Umar. Nobody gonna say anything mean to each other. Nobody getting kicked out or any kind of stuff. No book of Negroes, that kind of stuff like that. But also, I think it's good for us to kind of parse through it and make sense of it. Like, this is the stuff that we're looking at, and how do I make sense of it? I don't know how to make sense of this. And so that's what we like doing over here. So I'm glad that you are here. Thank you so much for that very kind super right there. Y'all go ahead and put Dana in the chat. Let's put Dana up in here. Tell her thank you. That is extremely kind. I appreciate it. All right, let me find my, here it is. All right, here it is. All right. Okay. Why is it doing this? All right. This is super short, but let me bring it in and explain why Umar, because a lot of people don't know this. So y'all, thank you again for shouting out Dana. Thank you so much for the very kind super. Let's bring this in and green hearts in the chat when y'all can hear. Let's get it going. All right. Thank you again, Dana. You're going to be the stream sponsor too. Let's go. All right. If you did not know, why does Umar speak in threes? This is his explanation. Let's go.
I repeat things 3 times because 3 is the number of gates. It is the number of roads. So when I'm communicating, I'm trying to condition and educate your unconscious. And since 3 is the number of times you need to knock in order to open up the spiritual gateway, I repeat things in 3 because if your unconscious hears it 3 times, it has a stronger likelihood of holding on to that bit of data, that bit of consciousness, that bit of intelligence. So that's why I repeat everything in 3s to help you understand, overstand, and understand. See, the first time I say it is for you to understand. The second time I say it is for you to understand. And the third time I say it is for you to overstand. That's why. I want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand what King Kong is talking about.
Well, there you go. That's my old intro. There you go. So it's the understand, overstand, and actually I've heard him say that in podcasts where he says, I understand you or I overstand. Do you overstand what I said? And it's like, why does he say that? So that's it. It's understand, overstand, and understand, understand, and overstand. It's called, wait, thank you for the $2 super paella. What, explain, help me out. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know anybody that does that. And again, I'm a former classroom teacher, and we're good at repeating ourselves, but not to that degree. It was never that bad. I might have repeated myself a few times, but I used to tell my students, look, air is too costly. I'm not going to sit here and keep repeating myself. So I'm going to tell you one time, if you didn't get it that time, you better turn to a neighbor and ask them. But yeah, that was craziness. So hopefully that answers your question. I forgot where the question was. Nikki said, Lennon has talked about it and just wanted to bring it up. Oh, yeah. Well, shout out Royal. Thank you so much. Yeah. That's it. That's why he does it. I don't know if there's any logic in it, but that's why he does it. Oh, where's editor Jason? Oh, he's back. Okay. Jules says, I'm new here. The movie Umar was in was about him was too much. Umar's too much. Let's just tell the truth. Now that movie was very bad. Mike Jones does it? Mike Jones repeats himself like that? No, Mike, you need to quit. Normal folk don't start repeating themselves until old age kicks in. See, I see what you did there. What does Chicago say? Thank you for the $2 super. I got a panel tonight at 6:30 Central Time. Please join. We got you. We will fall through if I can jump in the chat or I'll jump on. You send me an email. Send me the invite in the email. It's a rare speech disorder that involves involuntary repetition of words, phrases, or sentences. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. Do you think this is a disorder? Or do you think it's intentional? I think he does it intentionally, though. I don't think it's like some like involuntary. That's the only part I don't get. Let me tell you. Let me give you another example. I've watched him. Umar is very similar to like I hate to use this example, but like a bad preacher that kind of starts off preaching one way, but then they end and they're hooping and hollering and doing all this other shenanigans and stuff like that. And I've watched him in lectures just start out very normal, extremely normal, talking just like myself. The cadence is fine. There's no repetition. There's no glitching out. But then he warms up and, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour in is totally different. If you look at hour 1, at the 1 hour mark, and you look at the 2 minute mark, it's almost like there's two different people. So I don't know. Is that part of it? I've never heard of this disorder, so I don't know about that. That is a very interesting call out. Preacher pork chop is crazy work. Y'all are out of control. You said, yeah. We all repeat ourselves at some point in our conversation. No question there. I just wonder, I don't know. A very excellent catch. He's not self-aware enough to be a comedian. I don't know, man. I think he could be funny, man. And I say, like, I think he can be trained in comedy because, you know, there are actual courses that you can take and learn stand-up comedy. And just like you can learn public speaking. But I ain't mad at you, but I think he would be a good comedian. He has, as far as I know, he's always repeated himself, but it's usually, again, and I have to find that video where he started out, he's very calm, measured. There's not a lot of that. And sometimes even on his podcasts, if you see him as a guest on a podcast, he doesn't repeat himself like that. He doesn't do that. So why does he do it when he's on a live stream? But he doesn't do it when he was on the Joe Budden podcast. He's supposed to be on The Breakfast Club this week coming up. And so, you know, a lot of us are chomping at the bit to watch that, right? Will he be repeating himself then? I don't think so. He learned it from his father. It is very possible. He's a Pan-African Pookie. But the bigger issue is taking advantage of women, looking to him to help them with it. That's what I'm saying. He knows his marks. Thank you so much for that comment. He knows his marks. He knows who he's going after. He knows who will fall for this and who will not. I mentioned it before. You don't see him going after quote unquote boss chicks. You don't see him going after. Are you trying to tell me that he's more concerned about single black moms with boys that maybe are low income than he is about single black moms with boys that are high earners? You don't see him going after Ebony K. Williams. You don't see him out there trying to holler at Tia Mowry or any of these other. Why not? Because they're not going to put up with that foolishness, number one. But also his marks are, again, single moms with lower incomes. I do think it's a manipulation tactic, absolutely. Never go full ham. He repeats himself right before he starts to beg for donations. Okay, I've heard him do it a lot of different ways though. So I can see it. I can see where you're getting it from for sure. Nope, cannot. So a strong, assertive, that's why I don't think he deals with men like that. He doesn't deal with men. He always deals with women. Not saying that women can't be assertive, but no guy's putting up with that because I think it's also, as somebody mentioned earlier, his intention is to, you know, give them attention, if you will. No guy is looking for that. See? And like Boss Lady said right here, Boss Lady Bishop says, no boss woman would ever look his way. Absolutely. So he's looking for somebody who needs his scam, who needs his snake oil that he's selling. It would be a single mom with boys. Probably don't even single moms. He might not even segment them from single moms with girls. Maybe he's like, only single moms with boys are the ones that he hollers at. Dr. Echo is crazy. Oh, that's funny. Well, what means? I don't know what means. Tell me what it means. Tell me what I need to tell you what means. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'm a serve. Umar's a clown. There we go. Keeper 116 said, look, I ain't dealing with that foolishness. Let's go there. I like it. I like it. Women with low self-esteem and don't know their value. Yeah. Or need to derive value from, maybe they're having a struggle with their child's dad. They're having a struggle with them. They need like a virtual stepdad. And Umar fills that blank as a virtual stepdad, just, you know, pay me $500, which is crazy work. I mean, it's sad because you're like, he's just taking advantage of these women. They're not getting any value. There's no value being derived from a relationship and engagement with Umar Johnson. But these women are still doing that, which is sad because he's taking advantage of them. So, but yeah, that was it, y'all. I just wanted to hop on, wanted to look at that video, want to hear some of your thoughts about it, of course, get some of your 2 cents in there and see what we can make $1. But Thank you so much again for this week. I appreciate y'all watching everything we've been dropping and the such like that. I got a couple of Candace Owens videos coming up later tonight, as well as we got some fun stuff this week. And we're probably looking at Umar. I am keeping my eyes out for Candace Owens' response to the Macron lawsuit. That's what I'm really looking for. And so once we have that, that live stream will be fast and furious. We might just watch it, read it as a cold read. So that's what I want to hear, her response to the Macron lawsuit. Also, Umar Johnson is supposed to be on the Breakfast Club this week. So of course, we're going to do our very best to give you that and talk about that, because I know that's going to be interesting, because allegedly Charlemagne the false god is supposed to call Umar out, because remember, Umar was on the Breakfast Club like 3 years ago, and he was talking about how the school was about to open. We just about to open up, blah, blah, blah. Editor Jason, shout out to him. He's already got the clips ready. So we're just waiting to hear what Charlemagne and them say when they get him on this week. It's supposed to be this week. I heard it was supposed to be Thursday. I don't know emphatically. But once we have that, of course, we'll be doing that. And the month is about to end. I have a very, I have a fun way to look at some of these topics that we've been talking about. It's going to be a full participation activity. I don't want to tell you what it is yet, but if you follow the channel for any length of time, particularly back in the old days, when I used to do much more about critical race theory and woke ideology, there was something I used to do that was a lot of fun, lots of good engagement. People really enjoyed it. I'm thinking about bringing that back. So you just look around, you'll probably know what it is. But I do want to say thank you for these supers right here. Man, thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for the very kind 10-pound super. Thank you so much. As my mentor likes to say, no question, no comment, just pure love of the game. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for that. And Alan Level says, Jay, keep that fire up. Thank you. Well, man, you keep these great comments coming in, and I will absolutely do my best to keep step with y'all for sure. Charlemagne the God is not going to call Umar out. Pay attention. Umar has already put in his disclaimer, do not ask those questions. Okay, then either way, Keeper 116, I do think that you're probably right. I don't think that Charlemagne the false god is willing to catch that smoke. But since everybody's wanting to hear, because we saw him cape for him on the Adam Schultz show. Was that Flagrant Takes or something like that? Flagrant Fools or whatever the name of the show is. And him saying that Umar was not a scammer. I don't see how he gets out without his audience like losing their minds. But I do not disagree with you. I just think that it's going to be hard for him to wiggle out of that. I think even Just Not Hilarious was commenting about it. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Jason, you can't be a comedian because it takes himself to. He does. That's fair. That's fair. A lot of people say he doesn't have good. He doesn't have good self-awareness. So I can dig that. See, oh, Nikki got me. He has been quiet on DJ Envy. Y'all might have won me over. Y'all might have won me over. Let it be known, let it be said. I listen to the people. He might not say it. If he don't, it's going to be such a bad look for him. But you're probably right. But Editor Jason got them clips ready, though. I know that guy. He's in my opinion, Umar will not do the interview under any other circumstance. Charlemagne the false god might try, but Umar will push back. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be a wild ride. So anyway, Umar's supposed to be on the Breakfast Club this week. I just want to see what happens if he does come on for sure. So we will see. We will see. Hey, everybody, do me a favor. If you have not hit that like button, help your boy out. When you hit that like button, it lets YouTube know, hey, this guy's over here doing something that the people find value. It looks like I got about 465 people in the chat, which is bonkers. And we got 207 people have liked the video. So help your boy out. Help me out. Hit the like button if you don't mind. I really do appreciate all of you all support. Thank you so much for the very kind, extremely gracious and generous super chats. I'm looking forward to talking with y'all about this real soon. So we'll see what happens with Umar. We'll see what happens with Candace. I do believe that she's supposed to give an answer before the week concludes. So this could be a pretty busy week. If not, it's going to be early in September. I don't know how far or how long, rather, her extension was granted. Oh, here's another thing. I put that challenge out there for that video to hit 5,000 likes. And it's trending. It's going in the right direction. But I did drop a video about Candace. And I said, hey, if this video hits 5,000 likes, I'll watch that entire series, that whole Becoming Brigitte. I went and pulled it up again today and did the math. It's like 8 hours and 45 minutes. I'll do the whole thing if that video hits 5,000 likes. And I'll drop it in here. If y'all want to traumatize your boy, help me out. I'll watch it. But I got a feeling once she answers the lawsuit, the series is going to become a nothing burger, in my opinion. But let me know what y'all think about it for sure. Yeah, I think also you have to think about who it is, boss lady. And I'm going to wrap it up with this one. You got to think about what type of interviewer or podcast or outlet is actually reaching out for Umar really in the last 6 years. You don't see local news. You don't see serious bloggers or serious news outlets. It's podcasters. And a lot of the time it's ones that want to get that stir because of having Umar on the channel. I mean, because he's a draw. Let's just be honest. We're not going to lie. He's a draw. And because I've seen podcasts he's been on, and the podcast, that video that he's on does 5 times better than the videos before and the videos after. So, I mean, he's a draw. Let's just be honest. But I don't think it comes with don't ask me the tough questions. Now, The Breakfast Club is different. That is definitely one of the higher yield podcasts. So will they be willing to break code and break line and actually ask them some tough questions? I guess we'll find out. But everybody, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I appreciate you. I am going to go and see what's going on with the family. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Have a fantastic Lord's Day. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.